In this video, I'll explain about the process creation using system calls using shell programming. Now, I've created two simultaneous programs, process A.cpp and process B.cpp. Now, in process A, what happens? We need to enter a key, and that key, it should be, I've given a condition that it should be above a particular value, or else the socket wouldn't be created, or the process will not be created by the server side. Now, this system call shm get system call is used to access an existing queue or create messages to append it to the queue that exists. Now here, if the id that I'm giving, if it satisfies this condition, it will be created. I mean, the process will be created. IPC create is for that purpose, else it will not be created. Then I've created a pointer character virtual address. It will point to that the id that I've given it. Then the virtual address pointer will point to another pointer, that is str. Then it will ask the user to enter the data. Now the data, for example, I'm the client side, I'll send the request to the server side, that is process process B. The server side will create means it will accept the request and then send the data back that the client gives it. So if it sends the data back, means the server side have acknowledged the data that I have given. I mean, the client, the data that the client gives. And then if that happens, I mean, if process B acknowledges the messages, that means the process have been created and there's intercommunication happening between the server and the client. So after that, it will sleep for 15 milliseconds. It would during this time, process A, that is this particular program, it will send the request and create a socket to process B, and process B will acknowledge it and send it back to the client, that is process A. So here, if it does that, I mean, if process B acknowledges it, then we'll get a statement like the data from process B is, and I'll get my own data that I entered here. I'll execute and show you. In order to explain it better, I'll execute process B in the other terminal. You can do it in the same terminal, no problem. It asked me to enter a data. Enter a key, and then I'll enter a data. Now this is the time it takes to send the data to process B, that is the server side. It acknowledges, if it acknowledges it at all, it will send the acknowledgement back. So here it is, data from process B, the data is printed. Now in the other terminal, I'll show you the process B. It's the same thing. I'll just enter the same key that I entered in process A. This I'm showing just in order to make it sure that process B was the one who sent the data and acknowledged the data sent by process A, that is the client. Here process B is the server, process A is client. So it's the same thing. Here I have given this system call, and then the key, if entered valid, the process will be created, else it will show the statement as not created. Two pointers, virtual address and str, then it will enter the data given by process B. Created, and it will acknowledge that the data entered was the same name. So that's all for the 10th experiment. Thank you.